Oh god.
User was moved to your channel.
Hello, FH.
What's up?
Oh, there we go. People crying for
Yeah.
you. I didn't realize you were already in TeamSpeak.
So, as our third map from TyRanT against Old Boys, we have Islands, the home map of the TyRanT team here. And Helen, you said before game 2, SY should not pick Islands unless they have prepared something. What do you think about the choice now for TyRanT here?
Makes sense. It's a really standard map. TyRanT team has really strong players that are very good on standard maps. The Chinese players in general are known for not being as strong on water maps, and I think the weakest link is Licks for me. Yinghua and Yo are both very strong on water. Xiaosheng has gotten a bit better. Licks, when I've watched him play on water, sometimes he's great, sometimes he's terrible. And he doesn't seem to be too consistent.
What's up, guys?
Okay, VH.
Hello, VH.
Glad to hear you here and to have you with some inside information. Tell us something if you play 4v4 islands with mirrored civilizations, VH. How do you try to get ahead and try to get the win for you if you play against the top team in the world?
Usually. Yeah, it depends usually on the luck on the map, right? Like the fish boom is so important for the pockets especially. And if you take a look, I'm watching the map. I don't really like Viper fish. He has the gold island in the back. It's quite bad for a fish boom there, especially because he's Huns, right? It's the seed that can make more fish in a short term.
Indeed, the fish boom is important. As you can see, all the TyRanTs already axing in their back, so it seems like they want to go for back dogs all along. Let's take a look at the positioning. The middle of the TyRanTs are the Han and Saracens, so good to not have Saracens in the middle. And the middles of the SY team is Mr. Yo with Saracens and Chao Chong with Japanese middle, so good as well. And to have Vikings as a flank, or do you want to have Vikings in the middle? BH.
I have a question for you both. Like, do you prefer Saracens as pocket or flank?
I personally prefer them in the pocket, obviously, because they're probably the slowest civ of them all, and just to not get interrupted and maybe get into this late, very strong composition army, which is easier to be achieved from the middle. It's just so much better with Saracens, so I prefer them in the middle.
I prefer them as pocket as well, but mainly because if they play with a lot of fishing ships, the extra fishing ships, and get that boom, get to Imperial Age nice and early.
That's interesting. Sometimes I prefer as flank because to me it's a really good Russian civilization, really strong on the early game. So I like to rush being Saracens as flank, and also you can use the market a lot. So you don't need to do a lot of fish boom with them. You can kind of sell all your things and upgrade in a really nice time using the market.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, but I feel like for most island games, game ends up dragging on for long enough that it's worth having that extra bonus of Saracens as pocket rather than that slight bonus at the start, which doesn't really seem to end the game most times and doesn't give you a big enough advantage, I guess.
I think so as
Oh,
well.
interesting though the dock position of Lakes on this game. Take a look. He's on the front. Basically, there's like not good fish there, but I think he's gonna rush.
Yeah, that's absolutely interesting. With Han's flank, all his mates went for, more of the passive dogs. If we see another dog over here, more passive would not be possible for Chao Chong here. And yeah, all the TyRanTs, as we said, going for defensive dogs as well. So we will see extremely small grushes and early castle times, and most likely with big fish booms, even early Imperial Age times before the minute of 32 from the 4 pockets.
Yeah. Interesting though, Lix is already upgrading really fast, but the thing is he's against Japanese, so unless he goes to Riot, which would be nice because Riot have a lot of fish. Take a look at his lands, Jesus. So if he kills some fish from Riot would be nice, but against Japanese he will have huge problems on the Castaway time.
So let's see the uptimes. Luke's doing a pretty fast time there, 9:55. Jinghua 10-1, so both the flanks doing great uptimes there with great crushing possibilities. And yeah, looking forward to fast crush, especially because Slam is not really starting with 10:43, but they're absolutely relying on long distances there. And maybe if Lux is going on the other side of Doubt's Island, not to the left hand side, he might get into the fish of Riot instantly. So let's compare Fisher counts. Viper, as we can see, was 9, Hans middle, Riot going up with 8, but it might get even higher there. So yeah, as expected, big fish moves from all the middle. Go ahead, Helen.
Yeah, I'm more interested in the build coming out from Xiaoshong. He is pocket Japanese, and he didn't make that many fish. He had 4 or 5 when he clicked up, so he's going for a slightly faster feudal age, and he will be doing a bit of a grush, but as Japanese fishing ships are a little more efficient, I'm curious to see what kind of time he's going to get to castle at, and what the plan is going for that grush rather than going for the straight fast castle, which is what I believe Yo is doing.
Yeah, Jinghua is being very aggressive, already clicking the waypoints at the end of the map, as we can see, and now repositioning it a bit. And we will see a lot of aggression from the SY team, or old boys, on the right hand side. And the left hand side, Lux instantly fights Doubt, but Doubt, obviously being Japanese, having this strong fishing ship, will not even consider retreating there and just wait for the galleys to get out and get Lux out as well, out of his fish.
And by the way, Eleni is quite right about that Japanese Xiaoshong doing like galleys now. I mean, why wouldn't you do fishbone with Japanese if you can?
Yeah, that's what I
have
was wondering.
so many fish on the back.
Yeah, because they axed their positions and saw, okay, Jinghua is docking there and it's pretty close to Chao-Ching anyways, so let's just go for a double early aggression. And I think this is what we will see coming up, because Jinghua is already pretty close to Slam with his fish at minute 13, and we will see Chao Chong now coming as well. And I think both players are trying to force Slam to send his fishing ship, or idling his fishing ship, or maybe even kill them.
Yeah, they need to do actually, because Slam has a lot of fish there and really nice map for him compared to Yinghua, so it's a big difference, especially on the left side as well. Dalt has a lot of fishing ship compared to Lix. He upgraded too fast in my opinion, and now he's not gonna be able to kill Dalt.
Yeah, absolutely. Upgrading fast to feudal age would be good if you do some pressure on the enemy, and he is doing the pressure and having fletching against no fletching of Doubt for now, but still not a single fishing ship went down. Now the first kill, and yeah, I think Lux should consider fighting. Now Doubt research fletching as well, and now it will be tougher for Lux to get any good fights. Let's take a look at the right hand side. Now we can see the 2-on-1, and the Viper is building new extra docks. He has 4 for now, and obviously reaching castle age at 16-8, researching fletching, and he will go for early war galleys there. So now we can see the 2-on-1, but not the greatest team play here. Chao Ching fighting alone without Love Cheng's help. And yeah, then the strategy isn't too effective if you go for like 3 dogs and waiting a bit. And I think if you wanted to go for aggression, you needed to go for like 4 as well and full aggression. Or for like only 1 or 2 and clicking up. Okay, it's 1850 castle time, that's quite reasonable. But Slam went for full castle, full aggression is at 19.5 as well. Great play there by Slam.
Yeah, I
always
really
has
don't
some
understand what
people-
Xiaosheng was doing this game. He went for the earlier rush, but he didn't fully commit, so he doesn't have much. And he really wasn't up that much earlier than Viper. I mean, Viper getting to Castle Age by 16 minutes and something is really, really nice and early. He's going to have the nice and early war galleys, and then he's going to have all those extra galleys from Slam coming in to help.
Exactly, and Viper obviously will look good earlier to Imperial Age if he wants to as well, because he has way more leadership and he's making them take the big fishes. Xiaosheng is actually taking the short fish close to his dock, which is kind of ugly to see.
Now Viper helping out, and let's see, did he add something? No, only now researching category soon to have ballistics as well. So going to be a good teammate there, but not adding to Sears yet, and no. Now researching ballistics, trying to fight with a bigger range of 6 against 8, obviously, and yeah, just zoning so well. Slam can get some time to breathe, still having all his fish. And now the moment Slam researches war galleys, I think it's looking pretty good on the right hand side for the Tyrants. Let's take a look at the left hand side there. Lux and Doubt going at each other, and some skirmishes of Yo against Rio there, Saracens against Saracens.
Yeah, but Riot already having quite a few more war galleys than Yo. Is sitting on 19 and Yo only has 12, so numbers advantage definitely in favor of Riot. On the other side, it's pretty much dead even between Doubt and Lix, and I think Lix could get trapped in between the 2 players if Yo isn't careful with those war galleys.
Yeah, you absolutely should not retreat in the south too far, so that Riot and Doubt could sandwich Lux here, but yeah, Yo too good of a player to let this happen.
The right hand side, that's nasty, with Yunghua not up to Castle Age yet, and Slam already in Castle Age with the war galleys out, so it's basically a 2v1.
And Viper already having ballistics and Slam soon to finish it, as you can see on the research bot on the right hand side. So now they can camp in between the docks, kill all the fishing, or at least like prevent them from fishing more, and even kill some more docks surrounding the island, forcing villagers to go like in more safer land areas. But on island, yeah, obviously it's tough to find those sometimes.
Yeah, but I really don't understand why Xiaosheng played that way. Like we were saying, the fishbone would be much better. And on the other side, in my opinion, maybe Lix could have went for straight to Riot on the early feudal age. If he had killed like at least 4 or 5 fish from Riot, would make a huge difference. And sometimes you sacrifice yourself to do that, but makes it the pocket so strong, so it can help you out if you're gonna die to your enemy later on, which is quite a big deal, especially if the pocket is Saracens.
Indeed, this will help out so much unprotected fish over here, but let's take a look at the fight. Now Doubt and the Riot obviously trying to take a good fight against Lux, but in the docks, and Yo can help out now as well. But I think the numbers are pretty low for Lux, only 18 military now, again 28 of Doubt, and he's sending more and more ships. I think this is a very good fight for the Tyrants now as well, but Yo is helping out strong, and having the strongest Saracens ship will help out so much, so that the Doubt decided to retreat, mainly because Rio didn't have too many ships there anymore. now the right hand side we can see Jinghua and Zhaoqing getting back into the water, still having quite healthy numbers of 28 and 22. Maybe they can take the fight, but now the Viper having 4 dogs still, but did not lose too much. I wonder if he lost. No, 6-6, so only 6 losses for at this stage for Viper, having 102 population already. And now they're trying to take another big fight. SY is retreating, might sacrifice this dog in exchange, and already 1 down for Zhaoqing here as well. Not going too well for the old boys for now. What do you think, guys?
No, not at all.
Quick thing, by the way, Lily. They're saying that your microphone and mine are just too low compared to the game. Maybe you lower the game sound.
Okay, the problem is I can't put you higher. Either you make yourself higher, or I will make you and Talon louder. So I will just put you.
Yours on the way to Imperial Age, but the thing is, I had a quick look at the populations and the vill counts. Despite the fact that TyRanT are ahead on army, they're also ahead on villages. So all 3 players on the right-hand side, so that was Riot, Viper, and Slam, were about 10 villages ahead of all of the old boy players. So the ecos are looking a lot better. It's really going to come down to what can Yo do.
Exactly, what can
And
you?
and
Has 20 war galleys.
And also the eco management from the TyRanT team is way better. I mean, Riot map is perfect, but if you take a look, Viper for example, he doesn't have many fish around his island, but he's always changing the fishing ship to go to spots that actually have some good fish. So that's actually really important, especially if you want to aim for the Imperial Age as fast as you can.
Indeed, and Yo was aiming for a fast Imperial Age as well, being the first one getting into exactly that. But now Viper and Rio clicked as well, so we will see a lot of galleons, and then it will be tough for all the flank players, unless obviously Slam clicked up to Imperial Age as well. So even on that regard, it's looking good for the Chinese now researching Imperial Age. 3 of them against only 1, and he already is Imperial Age, but still the mates are still away.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like if you're a Japanese pocket and you had fish boomed, you could have been way earlier to Imperial Age. So many fish you could do, you know.
We're adding more dogs. Let's see. Jinghua is now trying to go offensive, maybe trying to take some fights against Slam and Viper on the right hand side before they actually reach Imperial Age, but he is going ahead and Zhaoqing is still being so far behind. I think this will just be, yeah, just a waste of units if he ever took a fight there, but obviously knowing that this will make no sense retreating now. And Viper now even surrounding Jinghua more and more. And a Viking not really getting onto the best eco here. Now only adding the second TC, only having 6 farms at this stage, 7 farms at this stage of the game. Now most of their hope is relying on Mr. Yo, who's still in the middle, still having a lot of fish, but not the greatest fish. But now having 35 military units, which is only elite galleons of the Saracens.
Yeah, but I don't think he can actually kill him by himself there. Especially on the right side, when Viper upgrades his boats, he's gonna spread them into Yungia base, and he's gonna be denied of gold. So it's gonna be GG on the right side for sure.
Oh, indeed, the gold spot's so close to the water, so will be tough for Jinghua to even get onto many ships then after he got denied from the gold. Like, Doubt Castle HM was a bit delayed because he couldn't get berries before. Let's take, oh, the Lux is taking a very bad fight there, trolling into Rio and Doubt, and now he has to retreat, but not before losing like 5 to 10 war galleys without even shooting once. Okay, now on the right hand side, as we can see, the TyRanTs are pushing further and further. Now totally surrounding most of the island of Jinghe, who's now getting into the direction of Imperial Age, but really with what Fudeke now building a monastery. And let's take a look at populations. All the TyRanT players are between 100 and 160. Lyrics in comparison, still only Castle Age with pop 90 only, and the military count is just incredible. All players from the TyRanTs above 50, and yeah, only Jinghua and Chongqing over 50 on their side, but more villages going down now. So much map control for all the TyRanTs, and it's looking good again for TyRanTs to take another map here.
Yeah, and also if this game had went for a really long game on Imperial Age, post Imperial Age, really unlucky map for the Chinese team because all the gold islands are on the back of TyRanT bases, so basically there is just impossible to actually get them with for the Chinese guys.
Indeed, but most likely this will not happen. Big fights now in the middle. Let's take a look. Zhao Qing in the middle of so many galleons. This will not be a good fight. Only with war galleons. He's still away from reaching Imperial Age. This will be so costly, and we can see the GG. All the players going down, and we will see 3-0 already for the TyRanTs here. Jesus.
Well, not that unexpected. I think on the water maps, especially, much better teamwork. And part of that was the amount of pressure.
Alan, you're still
On
cutting
each side,
off.
you can
Maybe
see
put down your voice activation a bit more in TeamSpeak so
I
we can hear you
have
all.
push to talk on, so it's probably just the internet. I don't know.
Push it a
The
bit
firewall.
longer, maybe.
Yeah, I'm holding it down, so it might be cutting out. I don't know. But I was just saying that better teamwork from TyRanT. As a team, always. So.
Oh damn it! It cut to what you said.
Yeah, it did cut again. So, but obviously great teamwork, as we already said. Always fighting here together, Slam and Viper, and at the same time, Riot always being there for Doubt when he was in trouble, just preventing Yo from any big double. They took a kind of okayish fight over here, just Riot's long distance didn't help out too much there. But yeah, protecting all the fish, as you can see. Still, all the TyRanTs with healthy amount of fish, 6, 7, 8, and 11, and that's only counted all the actual working fishing ship, and obviously the great Imperial times, so much better fights. And I think the weird strategy on the right hand side, and obviously the great hold from, for me, the MVP of the game, Slam on the right hand side, did absolutely help out for TyRanT to secure this game.
Yeah, I think his Slam had a really nice fish there. It makes a difference, especially on the upgrading time. But as Aline pointed out, Xiaoshang did a really weird play there. I don't know if it was worth it. Obviously not, because they lost it. But if you're Japanese, you want to do a lot of fish, boom. And he had a lot of fish on the back of his island, especially compared to Viper, because Viper had like 2 islands blocking the fish from his island. So if he had done a fish boom, he would probably had went for Imperial Age way faster, and even that Slam had a better map there
User
with the
disconnected
fish.
from your channel.
He could come back because I mean the Chinese team had win that fight because the upgrading time from Xiaoshang, and on the other side, Lex did a really weird strategy, like he docked it on the opposite side of you, out by himself there on the front, but he didn't kill Doubt. So it was weird to me as well.
Yeah, indeed.
Maybe it was just unlucky because he was against Japanese and wasn't expecting it, right?
Yeah, this was a bit unlucky for sure. And
yeah, because
maybe
User
if
joined
you're
your channel.
only the mission was sniping, but yeah, as you wanted to say,
yeah,
being up so
Japanese
early.
is
Oh, we are pretty
yeah.
close into the next game, so we have to go pretty quickly here. I would just want to point out again, the unit skill statistics looks actually all the SY players in the minus and all the Tyrants players in the plus. I think the worst thing is that Slam got 37 to 11 and Jinghe only 40 to 71 and Chao Ching as a middle 17 to 68. Just brutally bad. And we're only 20 seconds away from the next game, so I will have to quickly update the score, which is already 3-0. So 4 match points now for TyRanT 8 to win the Clan Masters Invitational here.